Now that you've signed up for Snapchat and your brand is on the app, you're going to need to know how to use the application. In this video, we're only going to go over the basics, the things that you need to know to get around, and we're going to check out some of the buttons and knobs. Later on, we'll cover more advanced features and some other things in further detail, including some of the features that businesses are going to be using the most. The first thing that you need to know is how to navigate Snapchat successfully. So go to your app and open it and follow along as we discuss how you navigate through the Snapchat interface. When you enter the application, the first thing you'll see is your camera, either facing you or facing away from you, depending on what you've set it at. It's very easy to change the camera view. If you wanted to take a selfie instead of a picture of what's in front of you, all you do is touch the little smiley face surrounded by arrows in the top right of your camera screen. It's very easy to hit this accidentally, which is why you may see your camera facing front and facing you when you log in. Navigating is done with swipes. If you swipe right, you'll see your contacts list, which is probably just Team Snapchat right now. You can tap on the little speech bubble at the top right corner of the screen to chat with your contacts, and you can search for them by touching the magnifying glass. This is particularly useful if you have lots and lots of people in your contact list and you need to find a specific person. If you swipe left, you'll see the stories that have been posted, the major brands or the ones that have become a Snapchat partner on the top row, while the other stories are from live events under the word live. If you swipe down from your home screen, you'll see your Snapchat QR code, which is the yellow icon with the ghost in the middle. Those dots that you see there send a message to mobile devices of users that want to follow you and make it very easy to follow someone. This is one of the revolutionary new methods of adding followers that Snapchat has come up with. There are several features on here. You'll see your trophies, for example, see who added you and add other people, and then get a list of your friends. You'll also notice there is a gear icon in the top right corner. Tapping this will allow you to view your personal information, and if you scroll down, you'll see the login verification setting. This is where you'll enter the code that they sent you via your mobile device. If you chose not to add a phone number, they will have you solve a puzzle instead to prove that you're a human being. We're now going to go over a couple of the features that businesses use most, namely the logo and the QR code. This is intended as a sort of quick start process. Adding your logo to your Snapchat is going to take some creativity. That's because Snapchat doesn't allow you to upload a logo. What it does allow you to do is take a picture, which is actually a series of 5 pictures taken one right after the other. Pictures of your face or whatever you want. So you can take a picture of your logo and it will be on your Snapchat profile and QR code. You could either find a way to take a picture with a camera that's perfectly still and very high quality, or come up with some creative way to take a picture of your logo with the 5 snapshots, which will then be strung together to make a short GIF. As for your QR code, it is intended to be something that you share in the real world and allow people to take pictures of to add you on Snapchat. You can add your logo to your QR code image, but you have to be careful doing it so that you don't mess up the code embedded within the dots that allows Snapchat to recognize your brand from that QR code. The first thing that you're going to do is download your QR code, which requires you to go to the Snapchat website, log into your Snapchat account, and then download your QR code. Then you can either take it into Photoshop yourself, and Photoshop is recommended for this particular project because of the layers function, and magically erase the white ghost. Then you put your logo on the layer below it so that it can be seen through the transparency of the ghost. You could also find someone on Fiverr to do it for you if you don't have Photoshop or don't want to use it. There are some pretty specific guidelines that you need to follow, however, and if you're outsourcing this project, make sure that you share these with the person. Do not alter the shape of the ghost and do not break or remove the black border around the ghost. This will cause your QR code to fail and people will not be able to use it to follow you on Snapchat. Don't stretch the box in any way or change the shape of it. Don't invert the colors to try to be different. Do not print on glossy paper or cardstock because the shine may prevent people from scanning your code. Then you just put up the QR code anywhere you want, your website, social media platforms, and anywhere online, but also in the real world. You can have the QR code blown up and posted on the wall at your brick and mortar store. You can even put it on your business cards. You might even be able to put it on a billboard or on the side of company vehicles, but you should test that thoroughly before spending any significant amount of money on it. Now we're going to go over some of the more advanced features of Snapchat. We're going to skip things that will be covered later, like stories, but this will allow you to use the basic functions of Snapchat, like videos and pictures, to get you started in the platform's world. You don't have to take standard picture or video with Snapchat. By default, the videos are zoomed all the way out, but all you have to do to zoom in is use 2 fingers and pull them apart just like you're zooming in on a web page on your phone. Zooming out is the opposite. Bring your fingers together. One small side note, if you haven't found it yet, the control to flip your camera from front-facing to rear-facing is on the top right of your video screen. In case you don't know, you can use the photos that are in your phone's library to use in one-to-one communication in a direct message. All you do is swipe right on any friend that you want to send a picture to and tap on the blue bubble at the left side of the screen when it comes into the frame. Your private chat will open with them and you can tap on the yellow circle like you're getting ready to take a picture. And when your camera comes up, look at the bottom right where you'll see the last photo that you took and you can tap on it and open your library. Then insert whatever photo from the library that you want and share it as a snap. You probably already know that you can add a caption to your picture video. After all, the app sometimes asks you if you want to leave a caption when you click the shutter button. If it doesn't, you can click the T at the top. But did you know that there are actually ways that you can improve your caption? Here are the ways that you can make your snaps and videos look amazing. You can change the size of your caption text as well as the placement. All you have to do is, after you type your caption, type the T a second time and it will make your text much larger and thicker. If you tap it again, it will center your text. If you want to make your text even bigger, then use the same spreading your fingers motion that you use to zoom and make it as big as you like. Make sure that you put each finger on the end of the text. It may take a few practice tries. You can then experiment with moving the text around and resizing it to create anything you want. You probably saw the icon that looks like a piece of paper to the left of the text icon, and the one on the right that looks like a pencil or pen. The one on the left is the comprehensive list of emojis that Snapchat has to offer. You can choose an emoji and then resize it just like you did with the text as well, and you can move it around or rotate it or do anything you like. If you tap on the pencil icon, it allows you to choose a color and then write with your finger, or a stylus if you have one, on your snap. You can find a list of the emojis and what they mean online. Another thing that you can do is go to your settings menu and turn on geo filters. All you do is go down to additional services and tap manage, and it will allow you to enable filters. Once you've done this, you can go back to your picture and it will ask you, or rather tell you, that you can swipe right for filters. Filters differ with each geographical zone, which is why Snapchat asked for your zip code. Go through the filters that are available and see if there's any that you like. There are a couple of neat things that you can do that we will end the video with. First, you can tap on the words in your caption, and you'll notice that tapping on one word will underline it, and then when you tap on the word and hold it, it will highlight it. Then you can change the color of that individual word to whatever you want. This is particularly useful if you want to use letters as frames. You can play with this and find what works best for you, but as an example, you could make the O large enough to where most of it is out of frame and the part that is left frames your picture as an oval. Finally, another advanced feature that you should know about is that once per day you can replay someone's snap. However, it has to be the last snap that you viewed. You'll see the option to replay on your screen after the snap expires.